getting through these. And we have these two left. I'm actually going to go Shrek next and save this one for last. I feel like I'm going to like this one best. Alright. We know, we know. Oh, 16. Oh dear. I thought I was like 40 or 50. Okay. This might be a couple hours. Granted, I did a lot of the hard stuff already. I never messed with that. Here, I didn't know you could like access the radio wheel that quickly. That's good to know. Uh-huh. I'm just like steadier I am. PS4. Like these joysticks are so much better. Oh, wiki, wiki, wiki. Oh my god. I know. Well, it's one of those infinity pools where the water gets recycled, you know. That only cost me $30,000 to install, but it saves water. How you doing, How you doing, Les? Oh, wiki, wiki. What is up, man? Been a while. Hope you and the family well. It's funny, I did actually just give myself a shower. Went in a tiled room, put some soap on my body, warm, hot liquid, touch myself, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I do. That's just like a side effect that I also get clean, you know what I mean? I had one of those nights. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, though. One of those nights the other night. You just can't rest your thoughts, or or your body is just like not not in the mood to lie down, you know, or a combination of both. It's usually like a mind or body thing, you know, mind, body, and spirit. One of those, you know. I'm sorry if I sound a little too sarcastic lately. I really, I really do mean it, but you know, you can't like say it, otherwise you sound like that. Yeah, coffee, tea, Monster. I'm actually surprised how many people know that reference. Apparently, I don't know if the current generation, but like even people 10 years younger than us, apparently they really know Animaniacs. Surprised? Fucking washing. This feels so much better on the PS4. I don't know why this didn't get a Powerwash 2 didn't get a PS4 release. That's kind of horse apple. All about the bass. All right. I think I would have bought it on the PC anyways, but kind of doesn't run so great on my PC. It like runs acceptably. Streams even barely so. Yeah, hell yeah. I still have like a lot of those songs, like to memory. The nations of the world, the United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru. That's all I got. Republic Dominican. The capitals. I love the universe song. Oh my god. The universe song is like something super special. I love the universe song. That's perhaps my favorite song in there. Wacko burping. Yeah, the state capitals. Hell yeah. Yeah, the wacko burping at the Hollywood Bowl. I just thought that was great. I grew up at the Hollywood Bowl. I saw like a lot of like classical like shows there. I think I probably saw more concerts, like classical concerts at the Hollywood Bowl than anything I've seen in my probably just as many like raves as I've been to. So it was really funny as a kid seeing that. Yeah, okay, wait, oh, that's not the bass. That's not the whole bass. This is huge, this job. I used to draw them a lot too. I used to just like draw the three of them over and over and over again. They're pretty easy. They're not that hard. I don't know why I would draw them. I wouldn't draw anyone else. I wouldn't like draw Simpsons or anything. I was like really big on the Animaniacs. I would draw Beetle Bailey too. I'm a big Beetle Bailey connoisseur because like my childhood toy is a Beetle Bailey toy, and I'm just like partial to him. I just think he's funny and cute. And then I learned the history of it, and that the intention behind it was to kind of like make people in the armed forces, just like normal people, like and kind of like de-propagandize how like perfect it is in the armed forces, and that these are just like normal people, and that I could go further. The intention was even much more progressive than that, apparently. So I'm for that. It just like reinforced how much okay, I'm into Beetle Bailey. And then I saw at Universal Studios there's like a Toon Land. There's like a special gift shop, like an old comic store gift shop with like this big Beetle Bailey like cutout out front. Like, oh my god. That's like the main reason why I want to go there is obviously for the roller coasters, and I'm taking a motherfucking picture in front of that. I remember that Beetle Bailey statue. Oh shit. There's also like a bronze Beetle Bailey statue in between Kansas City and St. Louis. It's like this insult picnic area. And yeah, you best believe that's on the itinerary. Okay, this is like impossible. Apparently. Yeah. Pretty much all. I mean, I mean, it's now PC culture has now switched the other way. We now have to like be PC and like not hurt anyone's feelings on the right now. You know. What the heck? Okay. Just there you go. Oh my god! So it's not letting me do that kind of ladder glitch. Okay. Shit. This is just so much more efficient. The yellow is just so OP. I did another pass of that, okay. You're gonna podcast soon? Oh shit, that's awesome. What are you gonna do it on? Are you gonna just like set up your own website? You can do it on YouTube. You're gonna do it through Apple or whatever, or another like podcasting platform. I don't know if you know who Harland Williams is. He was an old comedian from the 90s. He was like kind of just like a comic character actor. He was like the cop in Dumb and Dumber who took a drink of the piss. And they pissed in the beer bottle. It's like the hitchhiker, and there's something about Mary. Well, he has his own podcast, and I've just been relishing in that. He is so stupid. He's actually a right-winger, but he doesn't really. And you know, he talks about how woke everything is. I try to just ignore all that. That's pretty much what everyone talks about. You can't avoid it anymore. I'm just gonna disagree with most of the people out there nowadays, I suppose. But he's like really funny. Like he actually did something the other day that was. I mean, the podcast was a couple years old, but I watched it for the first time the other day. And he said something I couldn't have disagreed with more. God, I was still busting up because he's just so freaking funny. Stream it on Twitch and then release an edit on YouTube and Spotify. Gee, hell yeah! Well, please let me know when you decide to get that going. Post. Feel free to at everyone. Don't be afraid to at. That's an important development. So that's worthy of an at everyone in the old Discords, Okay. Do we have to get all that too? Oh shit! What? What the fu- Do I have to get the ceiling too? Okay, good. Jesus. I did not realize this. Oh my god. look, I figured out by playing the second game things about this game that I totally forgot and neglected because we played the tutorial again. Like how to quick swap extension. Huge. Stubby, nice. Oh, nice. How old are the kids now? The kids must be like fucking like going to college or so, right? Fucking submitting their PhD dissertations, I assume. We're getting all old shit. I can't believe we have to do these pillars. I should go back to the television set, but I got distracted here. This is crazy. Okay, this level's a lot bigger than I thought. I thought this was the biggest thing left we had to do. Alright, fuck off. Give me a shorty. Just turned 11 a couple months back. Oh, his daughter's about to be 4. Oh my god, the newest one just turned 1. Oh yeah, the newest one, that's right. Oh my god, congratulations. I don't think we've talked since then. I think last time we talked, Bella was pregnant with the old lucky number 3. Not like I'm biased or anything. That was the third and last and mine. After me, my parents were like, okay, Jesus fucking Christ, this one turned out like this, imagine the next one. Let's put a cork in it. Sorry, that's not the greatest analogy. Perhaps. That's the most sensitive analogy I'm talking about. Pregnancy. Shut down that old knitting factory. No more sweaters coming out of here. My parents shut it down before me. I was like the last little like seedling. I was that last little drip drop left after my dad had his vasectomy. They got pregnant off of it. And yeah, they perceived it. Oh, fuck! I guess this kid wants to be born. They like, perceived it as like a miracle. They're like, oh fuck! All right, I guess we'll have this whole fuck. And the world's been better off since. I mean, I didn't mean, sorry, I mean, I didn't mean to laugh there. I mean, and the world's been better off since. Superhero pose. Superman pose. Yeah. Came in third, it's fine. Got it. I'll take bronze. Bronze is fine. All these little nooks and crannies. Oh, you kidding me? Oh, come on, man. You're killing me, bro. I saw it. I saw it. Come on, man. Oh, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Open out. Yo, man. How you doing? Yo, that guy who you recommended, Machine? He recommended Raid Me the other day. Yo, he's really freaking cool. I was hanging out in his chat, in his little Twitch. He has a Twitch thing. He has a Twitch stream thing where I don't know if you know how this works, but you like stream video game online or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, he was doing something like that. I was in there while he was doing that. And yeah, he seemed really sweet. He's a really cool guy. Okay, I need to, I'm trying to get this freaking... I forgot what he was playing. I think he was also playing some Ball X Pit. Freaking one of the games of the year. Holy shit. I think not only one of the best games, not only one of the games of the year, just like one of the best games I've ever played. It's one of my like favorite roguelikes ever. Oh my god. The game knocks so freaking hard. Oh, will you please? Did I get that? What the fuck? George. Okay. Will you come over here, please? Oh my gosh. Think. Oh right. Okay. Okay, I can just hold with that long dick. Long dick too long? I don't think we need the long dick. I think short dick is fine. Yeah. Man, I don't, spoilers, I just opened up a part of the game that just kind of like breaks the game again. It's like every 3 or 4 hours, I mean, you're getting like a new kind of major unlock that's like, oh shit, well that just breaks the game again. And up until that point, you're already like so overwhelmed with the variety of the runs And then the variety of the runs just like keeps opening up and opening up and opening up. It's like insane how good that game is. It's so good. And then the runs themselves are so addictive. It's just like this perfect 15-minute little like amuse bouche. You know what I mean? And by amuse bouche, I mean I used to watch Top Chef, so I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is just seems like such a waste of water, doesn't it? It's like how many gallons of water is it gonna take? Can't you like air wash? Isn't like air washing a thing? Like power air blast it? I think that's more for like you would like air blast like if there's what I meant to do that. Um um stucco and stuff like that off of a wall, right? Couldn't come up with. Use air blasting for that. Like more powerful jobs like concrete type. Use air blasting like like concrete particulates and whatnot. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know shit. That optic. Just for them corners there. Short deck. Okay. These are gonna take forever. We gotta do 4 of these motherfuckers. So we don't have to clean the walls, but we still gotta clean that. Yo, there's a lot. There's a lot here. Yeah, we are gonna, for real, be here for like 2 hours. I keep. Oh, okay. Nice, and yeah, okay. That all came together. Shit, man. To be fair, a lot of it's like air pressure, like within the you know, it's like air and water, right? Alright, let's do the top parts first. On all of them. Do all this. Wait a minute. Yeah. I'm stuck. Okay. Alright, man. Sounds good. Open out. Have a nice night. Hope you have a nice, easy one at work this week. And open out streams. Open out streams from his work. You want to check him out, Wes? There's IRL streams from Pretzel Shop. But you just switched up this weekend. You're gonna start. Was it? Is it this weekend? Was it last weekend? It's coming weekend. I think it was. I think it was just this weekend. Was your first weekend? But your head out. Your head out. It just like reminded me of shit. Yeah, start at the Texas Roadhouse, Texas Steakhouse. Oh, we got that. Oh. Get these top parts first and work our way down. Yeah, open out's real good, sweet peoples. Okay, come on, stupid mount. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get that one. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright. Night, yeah. Good night. 2 hours later. I get it because that's like a Spongebob thing. Right. I know that reference actually. I remember I'd heard that before, that in that tone, the 3 moments, a few moments later, or a few, whatever, 2 hours later, whatever. I've heard it in that like tone and in that droll voice before, but I didn't know the reference. I mean, this was like 10, 15 years ago. And then finally, I'm watching some SpongeBob, kind of like with my neighbor's kids, um, and my neighbor, my neighbor, her kids, and it all like clicked. That's what that's from. Like that's why all these kids kind of like know this reference. That makes sense. See, I'm quick to the game. I have that. I use that a few moments later. If my stream ever breaks, and in the YouTube edit, I'll like stitch it together for YouTube, and that's how I stitch the breaks together. It'll just cut to a few moments later, and then cut to stream B or stream C or whenever I come back. Excuse me. Keep pressing the wrong button. Like holding the pressure button, and that's it. Alright. Yeah, and then this has like just a little fart on it. Where are you? Come on. Yo, hi Chair, how you doing? I was gonna call his name. I had to like check myself. I hope Snap is feeling better. I was about to call him by his fucking name. Going all things. I was just watching some Age of the Innocents, which I never never really thought about before. I just completely skipped over that movie, just assuming it was like another Ivory Merchant film, you know, that you don't really have to watch. You know what I mean? I mean, Ivory Merchant's fine. He's fine. They're not for me. But and then I was watching, you know, the Criterion collection in the closet. Luca Guadagnino was on a few days ago, and he picked out Age of Innocence, and he was like, "Yo, this is Martin Scorsese's best movie." Like, and he said it like unequivocally. He didn't even say it without like. He didn't say this is my personal favorite. He was just like unequivocally, this is Scorsese's best film. Oh shit! So I put that on a top priority to actually check that out. I was like a student of Scorsese throughout my life. I don't know why I skipped over that. I even took like you know, they provided weekend courses at San Francisco State by director, sometimes by genre. There was a weekend course of also like Hitchcock, Kubrick. There was a James Bond weekend course that was extremely popular. The fucking auditorium was packed for James Bond for some reason. And I took a Scorsese course, and I guess we just glossed over. I mean, I don't even remember talking about it, honestly. We spent a lot of time talking about Goodfellas, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, all the things he's kind of produced along the way, and other directors he's propped up and supported and whatnot. And that was like pre-Kenneth Lonergan. Like, I don't even think you know how much like Kenneth Lonergan is, how much you could count on me was an influence on my life, me as a writer, a lot of different things. That movie was like a really important movie for me. And he also did Margaret, which is like such a devastating that movie is fucking devastating. I love Margaret so much. Not the director. Unfortunately, not his cut. The cut that Martin Scorsese's editor cut together, the one that she did, the theatrical cut. Oh my god, that movie's fucking like. That's what you reserve the term tour de force for. It's like this directorial tour de force. It's just incredible. Anyways, so yeah, I was watching some Age of the Innocents tonight. I was enjoying that. He's on the mend. Good to hear. Your government name, that's right. Jerome. They call him Jerome Stefanovic. I don't know. You operate out of Russia. Oh, well, my name is Jerome Stefanovic. I'll stop. I'll just stop. Okay. I just watched the Thunderbolts movie. Oh my god, what a shame. There's so much I wanted to like about it. I thought it made a lot of good macro decisions. And then it didn't know how to execute them. It was like from a novice fucking screenwriter, apparently. But he had a couple of interesting ideas in there. And had not make a Marvel movie, but then why do you spend $200 million making a non-Marvel movie? Like that movie actually could have made money if they didn't fucking spend $200 million on it. It is. I had some okay ideas in there, which is why I was actually I'm quite critical of it because I'm usually harder on movies that like I kind of like and I want to like more than I should. And I just see things. I just can't stop seeing the mistakes and things that could have easily been done differently in order to kind of fix the problem. But if you got too many yes men in the room, too much power, too much money at stake, it's hard for you to employ your vision. Unless you're Paul Thomas Anderson, I guess. You know, one battle after another cost him $125 million to shoot, and then Warner Brothers spent another 35 to market it? What the fuck? So basically, even though it's his highest grossing film of all time and it's continuing to make money, it's gonna end up losing like $100 million. What the fuck? I don't get it. Hopefully it's one of those movies that's like evergreen throughout the year and that it'll keep making money throughout the award season, which more than likely it'll be a part of. But I mean, how many student short films could be launched into feature-length projects for that much money? Say you were to allocate $1 million per like per film or something like that per student. Everyone's talking about how there's no talent, there's no fresh ideas. Well, why don't we harvest some? I don't know. Support the up-and-coming generation instead of like putting hundreds of millions of dollars into these movies that are fucking flopping hard as fuck and they're taking the studios with them. You know what I mean? Well, it's all a hoax. It's all a fucking it's all a flat it's all just flat earth, I think. In fact, it's not just a flat earth. It's kind of like I don't know. Like I'll concede that it's like concave a little bit, a little concave. It's not like totally flat. You know, the science proves us, you know, has showed us that it's more like it's flat, but it's like a bowl. You know, like if you put a bowl upside down, that's what the Earth is, or like a deep plate. You know, that's what I believe. That's what my gut told me. I mean, I have a bachelor's degree in science, but that was from like 20 years ago. And obviously the internet these days, I think, knows a lot better. And I think it's pretty obvious on its face that that's the case. I think everyone can pretty much see that now. Oh, shut up. Yeah, just common sense, you know? You know, I just think for myself, and you know, I like to figure out. I'm a problem solver. I like to figure out problems, and I've pretty much, you know, I've done the research. I've read the peer-reviewed articles, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, yeah, case is closed. I mean, it's a plate. It's for sure a plate. Okay. Okay, this fucking thing. Actually, look, we're making some freaking progress. Look, we're at like 77% already. We gotta do those over there, whatever the fuck that thing is. This annoying old thing. Yeah. I literally, you know, I sign in on Facebook. I can't even see. I don't even see the feed has nothing to do with my friends anymore. It's all just like corporate shit and like random people and famous people. It's like, wait, where are my friends? It's like I gotta scroll down like 3 pages to see like pictures of what my friends are doing. So I'm like literally, I only sign in on Facebook to continue conversations that I'm having with, well, like a few people. I always have like kind of like a few catch-up conversations going at any given time. One conversation is just like continuously ongoing. Been like this ongoing conversation with an old, uh, high school friend slash girlfriend. Like, I don't know. Conversation. Our thread's been going on for like over 12 years or something like that. You like scroll back and it's like 12 years old. It's not like that. We're friends. Just friends. Granted, if she ever thought otherwise, I'd think otherwise in a drop of a second. Go, oh, okay, we're not friends anymore. Let's fuck. Okay, you got it. I mean, that's what we're all just sitting around waiting for, isn't it? I'm kidding. That's not right. That's a very narrow-minded, when Harry met Sally approach to men, to dating and relationships and men and women. That's like the only thing wrong with When Harry Met Sally is like how just like white and like what's the word I'm looking for? Not homogeneous. I used to know what I was talking about. I don't anymore. Too heteronormative. I got there. Just a little too hetero for my taste. That being said, it's one of the few romantic comedies that I really like. I really love that movie. I like Crazy Stupid Love too. I think Crazy Stupid Love is just the sweetest fucking movie. I hate the whole high school scene, the junior high school graduation scene at the end. It's like such a contrived bullshit romantic comedy trope where everything has to come together in this speech where all these strangers are standing around listening to this random guy pouring his heart out. It's like, okay, where's the adult in the room dragging this motherfucker off the stage? I don't get it. You just argue with too many shit folks on Facebook. Fair enough. You know what I do? I just mute people if I just don't want to hear their shit anymore. Or sometimes people I agree with. A lot of times people will just like keep posting the same political shit and like be continuously being outraged about Trump and all that. It's like, bro, we're in a checkmate situation. You could yell on the top of your lungs how, mad as hell and you're not going to take it anymore. What the fuck are you going to do about it? Either do something about it, or like, don't let me think about it and get me upset, because I choose to like, I've been, for over a year now, since the election, last year's election, I've been choosing to like, emotionally divest myself from all this bullshit and live my own life for really the first time in like, I don't know, 20, 25 years. I've been like way too emotionally invested in the world, and I feel too much, I think. So I had to like I had to learn what other people do and learn how to compartmentalize, and in the process, I've compartmentalized a lot. quite a lot. I just don't give a fuck anymore. Yeah. That whole argument is just ridiculous. That the 2020 election was rigged. Oh, because there was that van of workers that dropped off ballots and You mean those people? You know these people who work like the ballots and at the voting things? People who have done it, like legacy people who've been doing it for decades. They are like the whitest, straightest people you would ever meet. like literally, I don't even, they're not even capable of cheating, yet alone if they knew how. If you caught them cheating on something, congratulations, because it's literally the first time they've ever done it in their entire fucking lives. You know what I mean? It's like the idea, like my neighbor's she's all paranoid that someone's gonna break into her apartment. It's like, yo, girl, we live on the 4th floor. Like, for someone to break into your apartment, they need to like ninja flip over the roof onto your balcony, which is like indented 2 or 3 feet from the roof. So they need to like kick flip out, you know, and like, it's like if they're gonna go through the lengths to do something like that, and if they're like that badass, they deserve everything in your apartment. There's nothing you can do about it. Until then, there's no need to worry about it. You know? Man, oh my god. So we've had like all these kind of break-ins in my apartment, and like, I don't know if I've talked about this, but a few months ago, someone like tried to break into our apartment, like rattled the door handle like crazy, and then rattled my neighbor's door handle like crazy. And so I let her know, and she then went over the top and installed this camera with motion detector on her door, which is across from my door. So every time I leave my apartment, I'm now filmed. I'm now on camera. I'm now being filmed by her. This light comes on that triggers an app for her, and triggers a notification, you know what I mean? It's like, god damn it. just I'm just over it. She wonders why I don't like answering phone calls anymore. I was like, I'm sorry. I can't help you all the time with everything that you need. Like, you're a single woman. Fucking act like it. I'm sorry. Okay, I think we're done here. Okay. Tell me, you hear about all these rapes that are happening. It's like, nah, I don't listen to neighborhood watch things. So no, I don't hear about the rapes. Sorry. So you're gonna fucking give yourself a heart attack listening to all that. The more local stuff you pay attention to, the worse off you are. That being said, if you really want to make a difference in the world, you want to like do stuff locally. Like go to the local, town meeting, lobby a complaint, voice your complaints there. That's how you actually make a difference. Maybe it won't happen the first time. You do that 2, 3, 4 times. You show that you're for real and you keep articulating your point, and you will get people behind you, and you will like be able to kind of start an initiative that way. Granted, a lot of times these people at these town meetings are fucking whack jobs, and they're just concerned about the homeless in like the wrong direction. They're concerned about their own property value, so they want to like get rid of the homeless by any means necessary. That's a lot of what you're gonna get at the town meeting. But you could you also find some people really wanting to like do good there. Like that's how Los Angeles became a no kill city. You know, we don't put down dogs here in Los Angeles because there were enough people at these town meetings to voice concern about, first of all, how much money goes into just putting all these pits down. Apparently 80% of them are pits. So it's like this pit bull society that said, like, yo, this is just like, first of all, we're just getting taxed. It's just like too taxing. And second of all, this is just not right, how many we're putting down every year. It's like in LA County alone, maybe we shouldn't talk about this if you don't want to. The number, it's like, it's a 6-digit number. Let's just say how many pits are put down, or how many pits were put down in LA County every year back before, like, you know, I think it was like 10 years ago, since the last 10 years we've become a no-kill city. And that's just people fighting hard. It also took a lot of money. There's like a lot of like, there's like a few like celebrity and like millionaire investors there. But you know, if you're able to convince Gwyneth Paltrow, you know, I don't know, maybe she'll get it. She'll get them there. That's just my mantra. Just convince Gwyneth, then everything will be all right, right? Poor Gwen, right? She's one of those actresses. I remember it was old school. I remember back in the day, you know, people who came from Hollywood royalty. You know, her mom is Blythe Danner. I forgot who her dad is. Her dad's like a famous actor too. You never questioned that she came from that. You just assumed, yeah, she got in here merit-based. She earned it. Even if she did come from that, she's a really good actress. You know, she's got some star power. She's got some good screen presence. I thought she had some decent range back in the 90s. She picked like really good roles from Shakespeare in Love, the romantic comedy, which, it's kind of a whatever movie, but one of the greatest endings of all time. Actually, like, really disliked my last viewing of that movie, but I was like, just remember, the ending's coming. Just hang on, because the ending's fucking amazing. And yeah, it still kind of works like that. You have to like grit your teeth a little bit. There's a lot of like things in that movie that play like a kind of a silly sitcom. Definitely not as serious of a movie as I remember. Just because it won Best Picture doesn't mean it's like a great movie or anything. But fuck that ending! Like, holy shit! Like, literally, if I had to name top 3 endings of all time, the first thing I mention is Shakespeare in Love. And then I'm like, okay, and what are the other 2? Maybe Shawshank. Just something about the ending of Shawshank that just, you feel so much at the end. That you're just like free. You're literally like trapped the whole movie, and then the last shot, you're fucking free. It's so beautiful. And then the 2 of them seeing each other again. It's like, yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I love fucking Shawshank, man. Heat. Something about Heat. I get beyond. I got full body chills just thinking about that right now. I get crazy mixed emotions at the end of Heat. Like, so many emotions. That movie hits so fucking hard. I recently did a back-to-back marathon of Insider Heat, and then I did Insider and then Heat. And yeah, that's the way you want to watch them. That's the way to do it. Insider's a better film. It's a masterpiece. It's probably one of the more important films of the 90s. Probably Michael Mann's best film. But fuck, man. But fucking Heat. But fucking Heat, though. Oh my god. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. I love that movie so much. There's like flaws and all. There's a few flaws in it. I don't think the relationship with Amy Brenneman and Robert De Niro is fully fleshed out. They kind of just get together because of the plot. I don't feel anything towards them. The only thing I feel is at the end when he leaves her, it's like, oh shit, and kind of the look on her face like, oh fuck. He really just left her because the heat was around the corner. Like, he really just said what he was talking about this whole movie, and he fucking did it. He did not pass the test. He fucking fails at the end. That part's devastating. But everything other, I don't really, not really feeling their relationship. That being said, the relationship between everything between Ashley Judd and Val Kilmer works. The music that's used, there's actually like, they kind of get their own little theme, and that's used, we hear that a couple times in the movie. That theme is really haunting and really well done. The music, the musical theme, everything about it, man. Almost everything about that movie is like perfect. Apparently they're making a Heat 2 with, what, they got Adam Driver, Leonardo DiCaprio. And it's like pretty much all but confirmed that what the cast is going to be. Michael Mann again. I didn't know that Michael Mann directed the Ferrari movie with Adam Driver. I might have to watch that. I just watched the trailer to that and was like, yo, even if that's not a good movie, it's going to be fucking beautifully shot. And I think I'm still going to take something from that. So I'm gonna watch that. Looks like one of those movies where even if it's like a horrible movie, it's like everyone on that production learned something, you know? It's like a really valuable experience to have working on a production like that, probably. I always thought if I were to work on any production in the world, I would have wanted to work on Master and Commander by Peter Weir. I feel like I would have learned everything there is to filmmaking on that single production, probably. That was a really underrated movie. Everyone overlooked that movie because everyone thought it was like another Gladiator movie. Cause there were a lot of those. There were a lot of like Gladiator clones coming out at the time, and everyone just thought, oh, it's Gladiator at sea now. Great. What's next? Gladiator in space? That's kind of like where it felt like we were going, you know? There was just like Russell Crowe, period piece, burnout. And it happened literally one movie too late, because that was like the towering masterpiece to come out of that genre. Like, literally, that movie rocks so fucking hard. That movie's so fucking smart. It's like literally as smart, if not smarter than The Truman Show. I mean, it's Peter Weir's, like that and The Truman Show are like Peter Weir's fucking stamps on cinema. There, got that. Your dad took you when you was a kid, and you just go, fair enough. It's like an old school movie. It's like, feels like if you put that in like Technicolor and told me David Lean made that movie, or like John Ford, I'd believe you. Like real old school filmmaking. Yeah, after Truman Show, which just made that studio bank. You know, that was supposed to be a little movie directed by Andrew Niccol. And it was actually more of a serious movie. It was like this film noir that took place in like a almost New York, depressing ass city. But then Jim Carrey got on the production and kind of turned it more into a satire and more into a comedy, which fucking thank God. I'd still like to see the original movie and what that movie came out. what that movie would turn out like, but the movie they came up with was a million times better. Like, turning it into a satire is just fucking brilliant. Anytime you get away with satire, that's obviously, like, in my opinion, like, pretty much the highest form of art. If you could satirize something and have that translate to people. It's like Kubrick turning Red Alert, a serious doomsday apocalyptic thriller into Doctor Strangelove and realizing, oh, this is a fucking farce. Like, this is just a straight up comedy of errors. It's like one of the most brilliant decisions in filmmaking history. Not everyone can do that. Everyone can try. It's like comedy these days. It's like one might argue there's more comedians than ever. Another person might argue there's just more people getting on stage and trying out comedy than ever. There ain't fucking no comedians these days. Like pure. It's like, goddamn, this person was meant for this. Comedians. I think that's what I haven't seen. I'm singing its praises before I've even seen it. One battle after another. I like Leonardo DiCaprio best actually when he's doing comedy. Apparently his performance is quite like along the lines of what he did with Wolf of Wall Street. So I think I'm already gonna like it for that. I think Wolf of Wall Street was probably his best performance. And Gilbert Grape. I don't know. Gilbert Grape's like its own thing. Gilbert Grape's like amazing, but oh, I just rewatched Titanic and fuck, he's annoying in that. He hams it up so hard in that. He's just mugging the entire time. But he was like this teen heartthrob, and he was giving into that. I mean, in a way, it's almost like they planned that. It's like they knew that movie was going to make bank if he just mugged it up. But Kate Winslet does her. I think you're rooting for Kate Winslet just because I think the situation she's in is actually well written, and you're empathetic towards that. She's fighting against this fiance and her mom, and she's like it's a very constrictive world, represented by that scene where the mom's literally lacing her up and constricting her, and there's a lot to get behind her, And I was surprised by how depressing it was, like how kind of like it felt like this History Channel reenactment of like what happened and how like devastating that. And I was really surprised how much I liked that movie upon rewatching it. I got some problems with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I'm just not the biggest Tarantino fan anymore. But yeah, I love me some Django. Even though I got a couple problems with Django. I think if he just reeled it in at the end and it didn't end with like a big shooty bloody bang bang, oh God, it could have been like a really overall important movie from beginning to end. But it was good. It was fun. I still thought the ending was fun. It's almost like Sinners this year. Sinners was like the first half is like important piece of American cinema and black history, African American history of music and slavery, and it's accomplishing so much in that first hour. And then, yeah, it turns into a fun little vampire movie at the end, I guess. I could rewatch that first hour anytime, though. Really happy that movie made a lot of money. A lot of movies, we're seeing a lot of original IPs. Like that, Weapons was a big breakthrough as well this year. Weapons is not my kind of movie. I'm not into horror movies like that. I just choose not to fill my brain with those types of images anymore. Once you've seen stuff like that personally, seeing stuff like that on film is just kind of trivial. But I'm happy for the movie. I'm happy for the makers. Happy that, you know, people are enjoying it. Apparently it's really well done. Sharp filmmaking. I don't do horror films anymore. Like the most horror I'll go is like psychological horror, like Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Kind of campy, more like campy horror and stuff. Even like Final Destination, which is like campy. I tried to rewatch the whole series, and I didn't even get through the first movie. It was like, it was like borderline about to trigger me. So I was like, you know what? Why not do this to myself? And apparently, I am not there yet. And there was a time after, you know, the incident when, you know, Breaking Bad was wrapping up its season 5, you know, and there was like so many things in season 5 Breaking Bad that was like fucking triggering me, and I had to like pause and walk away and like breathe, and I was having like these anxiety attacks. Fucking Heat, that shootout in Heat, pretty much gives me an anxiety attack every time I watch it, but it's worth it. It's kind of worth it. It's too good. It's the most accurate representation of what it feels and sounds like for an AR-15 to be shot at inside of a city like that. It's just really well done. Michael Mann did his fucking homework. You know, Michael Mann shot and storyboarded that whole scene himself. You know, he's not a cinematographer, but he took it upon himself to make sure that that was all. He was doing that himself. He's a smart guy. He's very much like David Fincher. He's like a detective in a way. He's more of like a detective first, and then a filmmaker. I just find out it was David Fincher's next project, and I was just like, what? It got me really excited. I forgot. I think the thing I'm most excited for right now is Alex Garland is doing Elden Ring. The guy who did Ex Machina, Annihilation, and Devs is doing Elden Ring. Do I need to repeat this again? Dude, I repeat. With a fucking microphone from the mountaintop. I don't think people are aware of it. People are yet to be hyped about this. It like just kind of got greenlit. It's just in development now. I don't think many people are aware of it, but I think within like once we start getting casting news, that should be happening, honestly, any month now, maybe any week now. And then people are going to start paying attention. once like the Twitter feed is like, this person just got cast as this in Elden Ring, then and see, apparently that's what it takes for people to understand what's going on in the world. Not like that's the real world. That's real world news, by the way. That's all my Instagram feed is. Yeah, my Twitter feed is like pretty much all dogs and animals, and my Instagram feed is mostly like movies and roller coasters and like travel stuff. I don't get caught up in like doom scrolling. I'll literally check out any given like social media thing. I think the most I'm on social media is Twitch. Either watching or streaming myself. Otherwise, it's like a few minutes here, a few minutes there. Like, I don't see how people talking about they're on fucking TikTok for like 2 hours. Like, and then my brain feels like it's mush. It's like, well, yeah, you were just on TikTok for 2 hours. What the fuck do you expect? My brain feels like it's mush after like, if I go for like 5 minutes. Yeah, well, like even after 2 or 3, I'm like, ooh, jeez, okay, let's let's do something else now. Like Instagram and Twitter each gets like 2 or 3 scrolls out of it. I'll scroll down like just a few pages, and then I'm done. I really just want to see like if there's, what my cousins posted, if there's any friends posting their travel stuff. Ex-girlfriend right now is in Japan. She's posting all her travel stuff. I like checking up on that. Stalking that bitch. You know what I mean? No, she's also a friend of mine. We actually just got together for like a little Indian lunch kind of buffet thing last year. That was fucking nice as shit. Next time I'm in the fucking Idaho, I'm gonna hit that motherfucker up and her boyfriend. We're gonna go on fucking roller coasters. And then I'm gonna sandwich those motherfuckers in between my cock and balls. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. And I mean, we're just gonna go on roller coasters. They're not into that. Just keeping it mature. We keep it fucking mature around here. You know what I'm saying? Suspense mature. Suspense real mature. That could be actually a really funny name. I was thinking about switching it up from nasty at some point. Suspense real mature would be a good one. Anyway, because nasty is any way to like make fun of myself. Because nasty is also like stupid as hell. It sounds like a little 12-year-old handle. That's what I really like about it. I gotta write that down. That's a good backup. And one, and two. You know, rated M for mature. I really love that Dead Island. Is that what it's called? Not Dead Rising. Yeah, Dead Island. Dead Island announcement trailer. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a whatever game, as is the sequel seems like somehow even more generic than the first one. that trailer, that announcement trailer gets some good shit. I had like editor friends hitting me up about that. Like, you know about this? It's like, no, what's this? They're like, I know you play video games. Here, have you seen this? Yeah, even like video game people knew about that trailer. Back when I had friends. Captain Magma. Oh yeah. Let's get those tops down. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. So Captain Magma, let's start with him. Electric waistband. The quick stir. Whoa. This up here. Are these all? I guess these are all SpongeBob things. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I really don't know enough about SpongeBob to get these references. I was actually gonna check out the SpongeBob, like, the video game, like something SpongeBob Remastered. It's got like a really long title, something replastered, remastered, something. Okay, what am I missing? Yeah, I'm done. The lever, base lever. That's funny. What the fuck is that? Oh, there. Yeah, okay. It said something. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? Why don't we just oh, Saw you. I saw you. Oh shit. Oh, George. You're so sweet. Alright. We're just about wrapping her up. Okay, you fuck. Yeah, okay. Prison chamber joystick. Okay. Cosmic ray. Balls of steel. Ah, these. Prison chamber joysticks. Let's see what they're near. Give us clues where they are. Okay, there's 5 of them. Ah, I already saw it. There. Ah, there it is. I think it's this. Yeah. Pink. Yeah. Yeah, shit, that took just about 2 hours. Plus, like, the half hour I invested in already. Yay, everything's back to normal in Bikini Bottom. Sandy's singing, Plankton's plotting, and Mermaid Man's mobilizing. Who knows, when the dirty bubbles served his time, maybe he'll become a clean little bubble, wafting happily around the place. We can't thank you enough for helping us clean up our little mystery. Without you, we'd still be knee-high in grime and crime. Anyways, Guy Dash, we're throwing a surprise party for Squidward to say sorry for all the mess we made. We've invited the whole town. Squidward's gonna love it. Goodbye, friend. Thanks again. How do you see the credits? Oh, these are each. This is each level. I see. All right. Boom. Completed it. All right. So next, we're gonna start Trek. Um. So this, oh yeah, not this week though, because I think in a couple days, apparently this is gonna be this level. Yeah, so this is gonna what I'm gonna do for Halloween. This will be my Halloween stream. We'll start it one of these nights. Um, and then I don't know, maybe Thursday night, probably. We'll do the second half as like a Halloween stream. Doesn't that sound like a great plan? I think that sounds like an awesome plan. I put a lot of thought, time, and effort. And yeah, I'm saving these two for Christmas. We'll do like a Christmas stream or yeah, like a Christmas Eve stream. These two will be reserved for like Christmas week. And we're doing that in a few days. And then we just have these two DLCs to do. And everything else. Apparently this one, the Shrek one, is like 10 hours long. It's twice as long as like any other DLC. So we have quite a lot to do. And this is like another 4 or 5 hour long DLC. So yeah, so we're going to go Shrek and then Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. And then let me just double check if they've added anything else now. No more Muckingham. Yeah, they're just going to be giving attention to Powerwash 2, I assume. So I think 6, yeah, 6 was the last one. They like just gave us this too, like a couple months ago. Still giving the game attention even though they're focusing on Powerwash 2. These devs rock. I'm a big fan of these people. I got pumpkin Reese's peanut butter cups. Does that count? That they're like bomb peanut butter ratio. They're not like the normal cups. Normal peanut butter cups I'm not a fan of because there's like way too much Hershey chocolate on those, and you have to like eat away at the corners, you know, at the edges, in order to get like a satisfying bite of, you know, peanut butter cup. And I hate that. It's not worth doing that. That chocolate's nasty. So, but if you get like the Easter egg or the pumpkin, I mean, we consumers just, I mean, we're just spoiled because the peanut butter ratio is out of control. It's like this thin chocolate layer above, you know, this like, anyways, you know what I mean. I bought 3 packs of those. 2 of them are gone. I only got 1 pack left for the trick or treaters, so I'm gonna have to, you know, stop eating those. All right, Wes. It was nice catching up, man. I hope you have a nice week. Yeah, and let me know what's going on with your with you and Bella's podcast when you guys decide to start that up. I'm not gonna raid into anyone at the moment. If I'm not gonna like chill and relax and say hello and sit in the raid, then I don't like raiding and running. So just call it. Alright, Wes. Have a nice night, man.